back to my channel. I hope you guys have been doing very well and that you've been very, very blessed. Now, today we're going to get very raw, very detailed about a topic that everybody goes through, a situation everybody goes through when they lose a loved one. Today, we're going to be talking about grief and its unbearable cycle. Now, last week was the anniversary of my mom passing away. It was 5 years last week, Sunday. And over the years, people have come to me and they've asked me, how did I deal with it? How have I been? What did I go through? And I never really spoke about it in detail in a public manner. And today is going to be the first time I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to share with you the experiences I went through. And to somebody who's going through grief right now, be it you've lost somebody recently or you lost somebody years ago, but you never really got to a point where you could say that I have grieved for that person. I am praying and I am hoping that this video helps you in any way possible. Now, when my mom passed away, it was a bit of a traumatic thing. I'm not even going to lie. It was very traumatic, very out of the blue. And I went through quite a bit. Just after when the funeral proceedings were done and the burial happened and we laid her to rest, in the few months there, I have to say, I have to be really honest, I was very, very numb. Why I was numb is because, I was too concerned about my dad. I was concerned about my younger siblings who were going through a tough time. I was concerned about my uncles, my aunts, my grandparents who had lost a child, a sister. I was pretty much concerned about people around me. I really didn't think about, the impact it did on me. I was kind of so... I felt something, but at the same time, I didn't feel anything. It was I was numb. I was very numb. And I just went on. I tried to go on as life would go by. 6 months later, I went to university. I went to school. It's only until the first anniversary of her passing that it all just came coming to me. The moment she passed away, the shock, the impact that it did to me, and I just became like, literally, it's like something inside me just exploded. I cried constantly. I was just so angry. Why did she have to go? Could I have done something? I started to play the blame game. I blamed other people. I blamed her even. I blamed myself. Maybe if I had seen something or done something. I was just a mess. I was just a terrible, terrible mess. Because that was all the feelings I was suppressing inside from the time that she passed away until that first anniversary. I was suppressing a lot of feelings. I wasn't letting it come out. I was just a mess. I was all over the place. And I grieved and I grieved. I cried consistently. I went through that cycle. I had anger. I had tears. I had confusion. I even went to the extent of trying to forget. But in my grief, what I tried to do was I prayed consistently. I prayed that God, may I grieve in a normal way. Well, there is no way of grieving normally. Do not get me. There is no way of grieving properly. But I just wanted to grieve in a way that I could vent out, totally flush out my feelings and get my feelings out. I did that for about 2 years after that. And as time went on, I began to offload. I offloaded as I cried, as I became angry. I was offloading my feelings one way or another, one way or another, one way or another, until eventually I got to a point where, I was okay. I wasn't 100%. You can never be 100% after something like that, but I was okay because I was letting my feelings out. And that's something that I would encourage you. I would encourage somebody who's watching this video. When you grieve, whatever feelings you have, do not suppress them. Do not keep them in. One thing you need to do is, if you feel angry, if you feel sad, if you just feel down, let those feelings show. Trying to be strong about it is not going to help you. You're not helping anybody. I wasn't helping anybody when I was trying to be there for my dad or for my siblings or for my family or for anybody who was affected by my mom's passing. I was doing myself a disservice because To make sure that other people are okay in grief, you have to make sure that you're okay. You have to make sure that you are strong enough to help them. But in the interim, everybody grieves in their own way. And you should grieve in the way that suits you best. So long as you are venting out your feelings, so long as you are letting your feelings out, so long as you're making yourself clear of all of the emotions that are going to be there, that are going to just rock your mind every time those memories come, that are just going to rock your mind every time you've got the memories of when you and your loved one had a good time. Those feelings, those memories are always going to come. They're always going to be pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. But you need to address them in a way that you will be good, that you will be healthy for yourself, that you will be absolutely in a good space as time goes by. And somebody also asked me, can you question God in a situation? I did in my grief. I was just like, God, you knew my mother. Why did you have to let her die? You could have done something to save her. It's those moments where you just say, I just don't get God. And there's a little moment where you can say that, God, I didn't understand what you did, and probably I never will. But I know it's for your kingdom, it's for your purpose, and it's for your kingdom, and it's for your works. It's a difficult pill to swallow, and it will take time for you to even pray. It took me a long time to be able to pray again. It took me a long time to be able to get on my knees and have faith, because my faith was totally just vexed in every single way possible. But ladies and gentlemen, my encouragement to you all is this. In whatever situation that you go through in grief, God knows what He's doing. We will never understand why we lose a loved one the way we lose them, why a sickness may come, why an accident may have happened. But God has His way of doing things. And His way is the best way. And God is always there. He will never leave us nor forsake us, nor will He leave us in a way that we are not okay. Trust me, we will absolutely be fine. If I look at how much my family and I have been blessed in these past 5 years, I can tell you, I am a living testimony of how good God is, And if you let Him in your life in that difficult time, and you ask Him, God, help me. I lost this person. You know how much this person meant to me. God, help me. Vent your feelings out and say, God, help me. Oh, God is going to be there for you. So, ladies and gentlemen, trust the Lord in every single way you can. Grieve in a manner that vents your feelings and that suppresses and that releases all of the emotions that you're going through. And thirdly, talk to somebody. Share with a close friend, share with a close family member, somebody who understands you. Talk to them. Make sure that person is somebody you can 100% trust, and just vent out. It's good to talk about it. It's good to talk about the pain. It hurts to talk. It hurts to share your experience. It hurts to bring back these memories. But in whatever situation you're going to go through, you are going to have, trust me on this, you are going to have a testimony one day of how God has worked in this situation. How God has put you in this situation to lift you up, not put you down. And by faith, if you have accepted Him into your life, and your loved one accepted God into their life, you will be together with Him in glory, in paradise, forever and ever and ever and ever and evermore. So, ladies and gentlemen, to go back to that question, can you survive grief? Can you get over grief? You absolutely can. It's going to take time. It's probably going to take your entire life. But if you trust God in your heart, and if you put Him at the center of your soul, in your grief, you're going to be fine. You are absolutely going to be fine. Thank you so very much. I want to dedicate this video to the memory of my beloved mother, I want to dedicate this video as well to my good friend Tafara, who lost her brother Tanaka just before the new year. And I want to also dedicate this video to my late aunt Mayambuya, who passed away in the beginning of December 2019. I want to dedicate this to her children, my uncles and aunts, Mary, Elizabeth, John, and Kuna. God bless you guys.